excited for all day. Haven't caught G2 in a while, to be honest, especially not this new look one with Nerds in the team.
Well, of course. Yeah, the old straight up swap seems to be maybe not going well for Liquid's plans, right? Apparently they're still a little bit unsafe in the NA VRS, so, you know, got to watch out for that. That's kind of the trade-off. You might swap to a quote-unquote easier region, but a region with less slots can be dangerous. Either way, Nerds in this team feels pretty sweet, honestly. And he will open up proceedings here. Hunter will find a big one onto Flamus as well. The bomb will go down. Maybe there's an opportunity for the Glocks to even up a couple of kills, but it's just not happening for them as well. So it doesn't feel like they're under much stress at this point. Pretty much all of them coming in from CT. Nerds to get another. It's going to be down to
loads to the table. So a few Deagles brought. That's about it. But it's Flamus who starts well. Nice shot.
Yeah, for sale sign up for a couple of these players for sure. As they look set to try and take their best game or possible. That fell a little bit on. I think Siren takes a tiny bit of aim punch to just throw that shot off. Heavy God, looking good. Had a big year last year. Player that many felt were somewhat robbed of, sure, the 20 spot, but a top 20 placement at the very least. I think, did HLTV release something? It might have been, I might be confusing this with a Launders list or something, but I think they had him like 22nd, like just outside of the consideration for the official list. But certainly a beast and definitely one to watch on this team. I like the way the G2 team looks on paper. I think that they can compete for top 10 spots. It just feels like they've not quite had that X factor. Maybe Nerds will be it. I think sort of pacified player on Liquid.
The long and short of it. Tough time to be a Liquid fan, but it looks like he's escaped. So first gun on Nerds. We'll open up proceedings. Hunter, who was playing on towards the top of the railing and sure could have had Magnagers there, but he falls off the angle.
Just chilling around middle at the moment. Magno, yes. We'll find a big one, though. Onto Hunter. It's a lot of control all of a sudden with a kill like that, taking down the short player. Re-smoking towards window. You know, Nerds is here, but there's not really much that he can do to stop them. He's also a bit low, so he has to be careful himself of spam or the odd nade. Some Pius is the position to watch. I think he might just have been seen there on the old jiggle around the corner, you know, that's really becoming trendy at the moment instead of just standing still in spots like that. Heavy God going to have to go crazy here. 2 is not quite crazy enough, I would say. Matty's all alone in this 1 versus 2. Bomb going to get planted. He's got a kit to work with, but I just don't know how I feel about this one. Hardly any information, right? And they're really quite far away. The quick reposition towards Palace could be massive. The other player, Flamus, just drawing Matty's in. Slight head spotted. Matty's will get one and going in for the straight hold here, but he's just not sure about this Palace player. Will now spot him. There's still time to get it done. Pretty quietly. No early kills as yet. Although BetBoom, for want of trying to get a player up there in towards the fights, doesn't work out. AK still retrievable, but we still keep our eyes on that.
Gap above that smoke, which that's all utilized. It's all fine. 5 versus 3 now as well. Again, another round that feels next to impossible. Some Pius holding, and a shot on the flash, which converts.
15 seconds left to get this bomb down now. Sorte and Siren not really looking good. They try and burst in as best they...
Mirage was 13-11 for BetBoom. So at the moment, especially if you can kind of scalp away this Mirage, it'll throw a little spanner in the works of the veto process, that's for sure.
No, it is true. I suppose that's where they feel the victory condition might come from. Hunter with a two-piece in towards middle. Making it look easy. Meanwhile, Flamus has made his way out. Matties finds that kill. Felt like he was around the corner, but still able to get it. This is kind of a TDM round. As BetBoom try cheekily to get as many players out as they possibly can. Another slow burn round has come down to the 2 versus 2, but with only 10 seconds left. Surely you can't mess this one up. They got the bomb at their feet. Oh, and goes down. Just got to be careful. They're looking to burst through. Only one for him. And the defense over here is not ideal. Zorte being annoying, but Hunter will take him down. Heavy God to anchor up, turtle up, and just keep the defenses. Of course, one of the problems with this round is a lack of utility for that T side. They will be punished because of it, which is something I think they've been perhaps too liberal with their time on the BetBoom side. Hunter gets bored, takes a peek. Only one for him, so we usually say those even trades are going to be good for the T side. It's a fair trading of information for that death. Magnoyes looking to try and net another. Nert's heard, but not finished off. Magnoyes fully on his own. Complete solo mission, and he's gotten away with a lot. Up con. They're really not ready for his position. Hopefully they can pull it together. Heavy God's got half an eye on it, but surely as noise being made, he steps on the ladder by accident as well. Matties holds his line brilliantly, however. So it really doesn't matter too much. They can believe in the setup. Heavy God, I was worried.
3D Max versus Bait. Loser of that game does not make the major. Obviously, both of these two sides are guaranteed they're making the major. No two ways about that, but it's all the teams around them. Currently, Alliance, Sinners, Big. A couple of those tier 2 teams are still in contention.
Alliance is crazy.
Yeah, that'd be so huge for them. Young Prodigy, Melo 9 as well, making his first major.
Yeah. Well, before our very eyes, we have seen a slightly less likely round going the way of BB team. SEMIFINAL, the only one remaining here, the only one to have found a kill as well. So eventually the defenses crack. And he's actually fancying it late in the round, which, you know,
things phase at 14%.
They're back.
Yeah, they need, well, it's getting lower is the only issue because the teams around them are winning. So they, yeah, I think even if they win that tournament, it might not even be enough. That's the kind of the crazy thing about it. But back to the game at hand. Flamus for 2. Hunter's gone overlooked. Hang on a second. Moving towards A, but Flamus will get caught. And in doing so, now Hunter can go and support Heavy God, who's seen a lot of presence towards his A side. And Magnoyes is a lucky man to still be alive. SEMIFINAL, second flash over that also catches him. How well is his clearance on this corner? It's very good. There's a second in which he might have spotted as well. As Siren is here waiting. Ooh, setting himself up for a pop flash, and it works. SEMIFINAL is caught. The Zorta expect a second. Well, Siren's going to keep the attention drawn. This is chaos and not in a good way. The Molly will keep Hunter at bay. He swings through the flames.
Not necessarily a SEMIFINAL thing, but, you know, one to watch. Toes nearly getting shot off. Nerds, though, going to avoid a lot of the bullets. Meanwhile, it's quick down middle for the AWP, getting in the face and finding a trade. Will that work out for the T side in the long run? They have an interesting kind of setup here. Ooh, Nerds just goes straight in for it. I think they were aware. I think someone had seen. That's where all the spam comes in from.
Yeah.
But then Flamus oversteps and gets traded where he didn't necessarily have to peek that.
The timing there on Siren as he was peeking out. He has a look. The second he pulls back, Heavy God has a look. They just about miss each other. You're committing to A here. Heavy God spotted a leg. Oh, and he just can't convert the kill. That'll leave the A side open. Can SEMIFINAL get anything on the cross is, I guess, the big question. But a smoke in his face is obviously going to make life considerably harder. Break on the smoke, a plant to come through, which can't be denied, despite maybe if he actually peeked from stairs, he probably would have been able to. Matic is trying to fight his way out here, but much easier said than done.
SEMIFINAL, missed shot, and that is so important. Mattis will make it out, though. Oh, and the second is ridiculous. or your vitality, do you feel like you're going to be in a secure position? I think that's the same for BB here. Flamus on the contact flash to find the first. Matties gets uncharacteristically caught off guard. Lovely bit of utility over here to just make life very awkward for that planter. Maybe force them into a peak, but they are not making any mistakes here. They're not taking any chances, and G2 will concede it.
Yeah, nothing they can do about retaking that B site. Just keep all of these guns and towards the next. Money's pretty fickle. For the CT side, it's not worthwhile. It's going to be a little boost there. It's normally good for one. If they even X out this way. They don't really need to. May as well just X out the way you came in because you knew it was that easy. That'll be a third. Will Boomage get anything? He is being held for by the AWP. He's going to round this corner. Oh, he does. My God, does he do some good work with it. Boomage going to get 2 at the tail end.
5 for the CT side. The MP7 in play. We've got one of the MP7 OGs in Nerds, but he's not using it this round. So now that it's cool, he doesn't want to use it. You know, he wants to try and be ahead of the curve. Entries are too easy. A bomb site, very vulnerable here. Heavy God's going to have to go crazy, even crazier now, and it's just not going to happen. Matty's alone, and that will be half. 8-2-4. It's BB with a small recovery that might just have saved their bacon.
Yeah, exactly that. Like I said, anything less than 4, I just don't think it's a possibility. Matty's just misses the window. Now being slightly held for, but I think he should be dead from Boomage in window.
Yeah, really quite close to the wire, but they managed to salvage the half. It's still not a salvaged map yet, though. And G2 know that. They've got plans. They got P250 raid boss Heavy God, and he will deliver on the opener and another as well. It's going to go down, but maybe the damage has been done, and they've read into the setup. This feels like the almost perfect way to get in towards the A bomb site. Surely having done their homework and just mowing them down on the retake attempt. Flamus the only one left, 4 more to find for him, and it just does not look good. There's a kit dotted about somewhere. He's going to have to find that if he wants a chance here. Might just take the kit and get out of the round, though, as G2 brilliantly executed once again. That is 2 incredible pistols that they find.
Yeah, it's a real kind of statement to start off these halves. Flamus. I'm going to say he will get out of there, but it might be easier said than done. Oh, that bullet's just about make it. And tucking towards last. Yeah, I'm going to say, like, Nerds in towards the side as well. I think it, at times, can kind of free up Matties to do what he wants. Nerds. Just jump in there with the MP7. Will find Flamus to open up proceedings. But I think you're right. I feel like there was that ceiling. But I do feel like with Nerds in this roster now, it will open up Matties quite a lot. And so far, so good. And it really feels like this G2 side who have integrated Nerds quite quickly in towards this team. I do wonder where the ceiling is for them as a team.
No, it's true. It's a fair point. Ooh, an attempt at the one tap. Doesn't happen. They are being baited in here. Yeah, this is really pretty scary. I think they could deal. Zorte finds one, and it's the unchecked. Yes, he will make sure it's clear in the apartments, but jumps on the first opportunity. Maybe could have had more if he was...
Assumptions that this one should be pretty smooth, but they are stacking up towards A, as you can see, because of this flank that's coming through from Agnagers. Oh, this could be really spicy. Then they come diving through. They're going to find Nurse to start things off. Heavy God looking for 3. He is robotic.
Flamus left on the site. Last line of defense here. Okay, clean for the first. Oh my God. I thought he'd find that. That might be the last chance to check out over on Stake. The code ranked. You get that $10 reload every day for 7 days. Banner down below to give you all the details on that one. Do be sure to check it out, as we've got quite a spicy tournament going on. A few upsets already today, let alone over the next couple. Magnayez will trade things back in towards middle. Heavy God's flown out towards B, though. And what a one-man army this guy is at times. Just fully able to take matters into his own hands. And this was 3 versus 2. Magnayez with a big find in mid. to give the round back to BB, but unfortunately, it has slipped through their fingers once again. So many close opportunities, but not enough confirmed. He has to try and save the day. He spams away. It's not a lot of damage considering how many bullets actually hit Heavy God, honestly. Even a dink in there as well. Softens him up, makes it easier. Now he just needs this final headshot. Can he get it? Pius really trying to play around the time, bait him in, keep him distracted, and it might just work out. I think he's going to have this. Quite clear that they're making moves here. I think Flamus is... Oh, I thought he was going to be ready for it, and Hunter catches him. That's wild. Maybe the player in ladder room making loads of noise.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is where we're putting the resources. Hunter catches them, distracted for 3, bro.
How was this round falling apart? Like, Hunter, the first kill, it's just so unlucky, right? You know, on the other side, kind of creeping through the smoke for Flamus, Yuto in hand. But the second kill is pretty damning. Player on towards top wood is not being commed, that he can just sweep jungle like that. Oh, nice no scope from Zorta, to be fair. But
felt like a really perfectly built up round, to say the least.
Map point on your opponent's map pick. Molly will tick just once onto Matty. He needs to be careful. They're diving out here. Siren under pressure. He will have support from short. Nerds on the 180. Can't deliver, but Matty's for 2. MP9 will lose his head to some bias, and surely with that, the round and therefore the map locked in place. 2 versus 4 in the post plant.
This is what we were saying, man. You picking the same way. BB, I think, have not necessarily done the work and gone back and
figured behind it, then potentially we can keep that pressure on, but I can't see a world they push this to 3.
It would defy the odds, but maybe they can do just that. So I'd say unafraid, contact flash, ineffective. Some Pius will take him down. Boomich hidden out in the red room, but they're not even looking to get giddy. They take that first kill, they drop back. Playing the safe game, see what the response looks like here. Do have to be careful. I like Siren's position. Could be really deadly if they go that way.
Will they clear him is the question I've got. God. Well, he will. Oh, but he'll lose his head. Siren re-peeks in for a nice find from him. Boomich at range. Dipping and diving. He's tapping away. Oh, and he gets a second for it. Nice work from him. Down to 2 now for G2.
Well held, well found. Maybe they were right to stay away from the big man. Siren clean. It'll just be Hunter. Breaks up the timing, trying to cross unseen. Doesn't quite happen for him. Still going to keep them guessing. Just don't go in donut, bro. I feel like going towards the fight here is the wrong...
whether this pans out for them. It's a pretty big risk to take. It doesn't start well as Zorta gets 2.
They will break in. Bomb is diverted a little bit, though. Still looking for more kills, it would seem. So not necessarily going to net the bomb plant. Pretty low over here. Some Pius able to make it away and pull off that much needed reload. Dink landing. Oh my goodness, they're so very low now. I mean, I can't see this happening.
Those steps have been heard running away. It's all a ruse, though. It's all a bait. Matty's the first to fall.
They will hold the line in red room pretty cleanly. Some Pius and Heavy God, the only ones that remain then. They're going to go for the bomb plant here, and they will indeed get it. Heavy God's take a head. Could get interesting. Some Pius. Oh, can't quite deliver the double. Heavy God with the deagle then. Looking to go insane. Takes a dink. That
realistically, getting more than one is actually quite difficult. You should be overwhelmed. There's the first. Does not to fall away. Opts to try and stick around for the repeat. That's support of Boomich, and he will get a second before dropping. That's pretty impressive. Siren will see off Nerds, and surely the last will be soon to fall as well. Heavy God can't first contact. They got the close player. Let's keep an eye on Orb of Zorta. Hell, trained on the angle. Here's the shot. That's reaction. I'll open up proceedings. G2 looking a little flustered at the moment.
Yeah, just a little. Siren will be mollied. He gets the smoke down. Oh, nades, though, to take him out. Maybe those are the benefits of holding on to your utility into the late round. Sorte gonna melt and miss the shot. So he doesn't get the payoff that he was looking for. He will, however, come back and see Plant coming in, completely thwarted, and even the save break into B, get the bomb down, make them really sweat for it. However, they're allowed to just walk up on you and find the majority of the kills. Still not the most convincing. They will have dropped the bomb here. Some Pious. Oh, yep, drawing him in. Surely he's going to get swung. His man's watching him from shelf. Some Pious will find his. Moves on to the M4, looking for another fight. Definitely not out of the question here. He really wants to fight them here.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely not impossible. If that makes it easier.
Yeah. I'm not sure on the operation name. I could probably name the year, but yeah, I'm not sure.
How about I'm sure. Can I spoil the answer? Is that allowed?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't want
that was like the big introduction into that last one.
Right. Yeah, no, that is fair, actually, with like the helicopter and everything. They made a really big deal. They got a collab.
How long has it been since operation? Like, something crazy, like 800 days, something mental like that. Actually, probably longer.
To be honest.
When was the last one? Where will be done by now, so I can say it. Shattered Web. That was...
Is that even right, though? Are you sure?
I'm sure confident.
Okay. I will laugh if he's just given the false answer.
Oh, no, I'm so confident in that. I feel like I just remember it so vividly.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It was pretty cool. You know, they got skins like Fortnite now and stuff.
Yeah.
It became a Fortnite game.
Because I remember, like, there was also, like, a pretty good, like, skins collection that came out around the same time. That was the one that had the G2, and they're still yet to get around, but maybe this might be the first. They've not cleared Cubby! Oh, no, they overlooked Flammus, who gets two, and he... Honestly, he kind of felt like he had the chance to get a third there, but he doesn't. So some Pious will take the site, but what can he do with it? But a nice kill on towards Boom, which will absolutely help.
Oh my goodness, it has just, again, picked up so chaotic. And something a bit faster from G2. Definitely what I wanted to see. Is it going to have the impact this late on into the half and this late on into a deep scoreline like this? Smoke goes down, Nertz has just crossed. And it's also hard to track. He'll go early and lose his head. Bomb being planted. Nertz to fall, and Hunter is incredibly low here. Siren knows he has to be around the site, and Hunter playing pretty well. Both teams have gone, damn, we lost that map. Let's just farm the clips, farm the demos, and make sure that we are ready for the next time it comes out. But their own map picks, they were like, yeah, it'd be fine, we won it. Doesn't need any work. Maybe that is something that they awkwardly lean into. Got these PCs being given away, of course, from Vitality and Stake together. Banner down below, I believe, sort of based on all your favorite Vitality players. So do be sure to check it out. Plenty of stuff being given away, of course, of this tournament. Matties to take down Sorte on a seemingly rare missed shot could be a big deal. See if they can mount it. I mean, it would be a really keen round for them to find. And G2 again, a bit slow going as they build up into this site. Nertz, though, they're waiting for him to activate. He'll cut off, of course, that key flank. The smoke goes down. They have enough bodies. Only 10 seconds, though. Flammus threads in here, drops that planter in good time. You never know what might happen. They all line up for him. Oh, man, down to the one-on-one. Can Nertz save the day and get them their first round?
Still a lot of confidence to end the half on a high note. Oh, I love this. Bold move has been heard. I say with a bomb, it's Nertz up close. He's the first to fall, but a quick trade will come through. Sorte, Magna just combine well. A 3 versus 3, nonetheless.
Orb trained in, looking for a bit more information and keep the run back going. Moments, it really depends on if G2 have considered any kind of push, and they will keep their eyes on it. There's another one behind it. G2 also consider that. They will pull back instead of getting greedy. And God, this is so stretched and drawn out as much as possible. Might work here, but in a lot of these rounds, it's very fine margins, as you like to say. Boomich with a smoke down with only 30 seconds left. Could get weird. They might move through this. They might move into Boomich's crosshair, who's also now calling upon a defense to come his way. Quick trade is there. Are they ready for the orb, though, is the big question. Lovely little shoulder peek and a great bit of movement to just...
5-7 for Siren. Went for 7 and MP9. It's nerds for both. The first above the smoke, the second through it.
Crazy finds. Really big moments coming in for G2 right at the death of the half. Of course, when it's needed. Magnez swinging out, trying to isolate. Only one. Nerds will get him traded, so they retain the same kind of power. Down to Flammus and Zorte here. A lot of damage there from Flammus, but no kill coming in. Nothing to really make us excited just yet. Looking like G2's round through and through here.
Flammus up close. There's MP9. Catches the first U2 on hand. Oh, they can't trade. And Nerds very nearly follows suit. 1 versus 2. Oh, Sorters is in the right spot. He's really in the right spot. They might overlook this. They might think he's playing towards the A site. He could catch them both dead to right. He gets the non-planter first. And diving towards this B side. He's got Matty's up close. He's going to get cleared. He's going to get checked. He's still going to get one before he drops, which is, you know, argue good enough. Hunter, 1 for him. Make that 2.
Magnez in a very good spot here to try and cut them off. They're going to have to miss the cross, but they will know about it. One plan comes in. Oh, and the fight happens. Could be a game worth getting involved in. And all those offers going on, of course. Flammus with a banger. 5-on-4 very quickly. It has to be clean here. And of course, trusty MP7. Pretty sure he's had that skin as well for, you know, the past 4 years or whatever he's been.
Peace round. I will. If G2 are able to make it look clean. Nerds spamming. It's Boomish for 2, though. In from shelf catches both Nerds and Hunter.
Yeah, crazy stuff. I mean, as soon as the guns come back out, they're just looking absolutely fantastic. And really showing the individual prowess of this team. So I'll say with the bomb. Oh, no. Matty's wanted to make sure he had that one lined up, and I think he just had to go for it. Drop the bomb, cause some chaos. It doesn't happen. Will of surprise is just gone. Heading towards mid here. Fight for Matty's maybe. Can't win it. And some pious. Flash comes over. Flash comes over. 5-7. Not able to get anything done, but it's Nerds on the M4 who does quite a bit, in fact, and he's got some support now as well as some pious. Hiding out on the edge of the smoke here. He'll force Nerds into a pretty difficult situation. Some pious from one smoke to another. Looking to deny the bomb plan, but just cannot find the angle for it. Felt like they were really in a great spot to...
1 premium rifle. A bunch of SMGs. 2 support at Utah, pretty limited for the CT side, and Flammus will get out in front, but he knows that heavy gun's here. Needs to be careful about being wrapped. He gets a jumping Matty's in front of him. Heavy got to find one more. That's a gun upgrade scooped up there by Matty's.
Yeah, always the classic here. Difficult to see. Oh, Matty's with... I'm not sure if it was him or... It must have been him, because Hunter... There. How catch takes the one to respond. Meanwhile, some pious behind. Get the catch. Takes the peek. Didn't hear Zorte come in. We'll lose that fight. So we're 3-on-3. Info on the bomb, but is it really? You know, it's so far away from anything that he could go back to B, could go mid.
And Matty's, that'll cost him his life. Down he falls, and another opener. Potentially the final round of play here. 1 premium rifle. A bunch of SMGs. 2 support at Utah, pretty limited for the CT side, and Flammus will get out in front, but he knows that heavy gun's here. Needs to be careful. careful about being wrapped. He gets a jumping Matty's in front of him. Heavy got to find one more. That's a gun upgrade scooped up there by Matty's.
Yeah, always the classic here. Difficult to see it over the line, even when you are so far ahead. Ooh, Matty's with, not sure if it was him or... It must have been him, because Hunter behind him's got an MP7. He will pay the price for that spam. Magnez with a move. Flash comes in. Will be heard, so Nertz is going to have an idea that there's a move happening there. How do they want to respond? Meanwhile, Pius behind. Get the catch. Takes the peek. Didn't hear Zorte come in. We'll lose that fight. So we're 3-on-3. Info on the bomb, but is it really? You know, it's so far away from anything that he could go back to B, he could go mid, he could go A. The answer will be A, but they've managed to bring this back into a pretty doable situation. 2 versus 2. Nerd spotted. And they also know about Heavy God here towards CT. Nerd's looking to get cheeky. Molotov to keep Temple at bay. Bomb plant coming in. Nertz will burst and is punished. Heavy God hitting the fire seems to get the player off the bomb. It looks like they might have done enough.
Bit of confidence to garner here. Maybe a cosmetic comeback of some sort for G2. Swing by Matty's. That'll cost him his life. Down he falls. And another opener for this BB side who have been doing so well at giving themselves a advantage.
Patiently see if there's some kind of a response. They've got a pretty hefty execute behind all this. Players in this smoke will come out. Heavy God was ready for it, though. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in this game. Pius as well here, chiming through on that AWP. They will know about him. Nertz is absolutely miles away. Pius nearly gets in, but he's denied. Boomich rounded that corner and was like, where the hell is he? He must be on the site. Nertz is too slow. Gets his head ripped off. Deciding against it. They were definitely set up for that. But no, they decide against it. They burst upwards instead. We'll try and move in towards the A bomb site. Little challenging here, Pius. That first line of defense. Matty's as well. They're going to go past him. God, this is awkward. What is going on this site? They will all fall, though. The Julies are here, however. They've bought a lot of time, I suppose, with all that chaos. The bomb plant going to be denied. Siren quick switches up. He does catch one, but maybe he could have had both with how sharp he's shooting. Down to Zorte. Also down to Heavy God, the fact that this has come down to...
Anything else feels unlikely.
Heavy God. Trained and ready. Gotta be careful here. He will go down. I was going to say, there's a player behind him. He goes down without getting a kill, which is kind of wild. Siren keeps it coming on the Deagle. The B bomb side not fully fallen, but certainly under threat. That's the bomb drop for a moment, so they're not able to reset the game in the way they would want. Magnez coming in from behind here. Timing going to be a bit of everything, though. Nertz having a look. Oh, will go down. Magnez making sure to confirm that one. Bomb still has yet to be planted. Pius with a keen switch around. They seem to have got the read on it, and it's all going to be
towards B. But ain't broke, don't fix it. Worked the last round. Why not again? First, 5-7. As well, to be fair, for Heavy God, and Hunter desperately trying to find one of his own, but he just about misses his opportunity.
Are they giving it up? I think they might just be giving it up. Looks like they are indeed saving here, so G2 recognizing all the financials, recognizing the fact that they just don't really have a chance into this round. They will take the eco. They will lose their brief lead, short-lived lead, but an opportunity to fight back in the next round. Should they so choose, Nertz to fall. It's more this M4 that we're really looking at, that you want to put into the next round.
We're going to dive out again. Yeah, of course we are. Why not? Maxing a fly out, but they walk straight towards Pius. Should be traded, but isn't. Pius going to get 2 for it. They're next to each other in the smoke, and maybe they might get a taste of their own medicine. Back into a 2 versus 2 now. And there's 2 pistols to deal with, one of which is Nertz, who doesn't even have an upgrade. Oh my God, Hunter scooped up a rifle. What's happening? They've lost track. Hunter gonna get one.
The ascendancy. BetBoom's still got plenty of money to buy back in, right? So this is the thing. Can you hold on? Can you find the lead here if you are G2? It's not quite out of the woods just yet. SEMIFINAL to crack things open. The flash is way behind, way late. So Zorte will trade back. And G2 still feeling the burn.
Oh, and the boost. Needs to be careful of the spam. What is the choice here? They're now, I mean, wholeheartedly just a known quantity. They just will find nerds, though. So numbers favor the T side as they're going to quickly scale towards A.
Oh, banger. SEMIFINAL able to find the first, and now they've got to deal with him. Those flashes came in a little bit late, a little bit shaken. Will keep his cool for another. Can he get a bit more here? Can they deal with him even? Hunter goes down, 20 seconds. Did he need to face? That forces SEMIFINAL in a very awkward spot. Heavy God here to bail him out potentially. 15 seconds remain.
Excellent. I think the T side, you're going to be scratching your head like, how are we actually losing at the moment? After the round that we stole away, to give one back away in the same vein is egregious. And it maybe is testament to a lot of the chaos that we're seeing here. Siren first to fall, and Magna Jez will join him.
That he will. Looking pretty good here for G2 to just shore up their position. And they really averted disaster, I think it is safe to say, winning out their own force buy situation. And now it's BB that are feeling it. Their CT side taking off, getting more comfortable. And with all that utility and weaponry, I think they really could put themselves in a very, very good spot. SEMIFINAL confident on the angle once again. Wants to take that rephase, got to be weary. Hunter's gone down. There is that AK in play. He's missing shots here. He will fall eventually. It's Matty's maybe with all the information to hold the line. The bullet's quite landing, so not got the trajectory down. Matty's, meanwhile, though, is the one that's hidden behind enemy lines in a certain sense. Will manage to find Flamus. He's traded out quickly. Meanwhile, at the barrels, Heavy God just reacting to Ghosts at the moment, trying to get a few cheeky shots off, trying to draw them in, really. And Siren crept into the site way deep. Could and should put themselves in a really, really great position. It just feels like since that weird back and forth at the beginning, BB have not had any stability. Might have been one round where going into it felt like they were on even keel. So yeah, they've been really in a difficult spot, round on round on round. G2 building up confidence. See the aggression here from Matty's finding great success.
All of this round feels like it's off the back of whether Flamus can do something godly. He has to get a kill to drop a gun that one of them can scoop up. He'd probably put it on the likes of Boomich with the head armor. See, nerds, other ideas.
Dinked a little bit, but they don't take him down. Flash comes over, Boomich to find him. SEMIFINAL has been in this position more often than not, so they're definitely expecting him behind the dice, but it just keeps working, you know, baiting them in. And BB, a lot of these rounds.
Direction of fourth coming to join them. I think Flamus has to draw some attention, and a fight on Nerds could be huge. There it is. How about the second? Swings or loses life to SEMIFINAL, but at the same time, Heavy God's found one of his own.
He's sticking around. Can't quite get him. He's in that smoke, trying to buy time. It's really what the CT side of G2 has been all about. And you see how effective it is. He will eventually take a face in, but not before Matty's make sure they have a strong advantage and good control of a certain area of the map. The rest of the G2 boys dropping back, just making sure not to give any more fights as these smokes start to dissipate. Boomich is gagging for one. Agniez also maybe looking to join him. There is 30 seconds left. They could indeed make a move up to that A bomb site. Cheeky here. I think they're ready for this, though, to be honest.
I think you're right.
Hunter is hiding in this corner. He's been here for a long time. The AWP as well on the second line, as it were. Thank goodness he was, because that's a nice shot from Magnez to potentially open it up. Doesn't quite happen. 8 seconds.
Still insane. Like, I feel bad for anyone trying to build a PC, even still. But you can win a free one, and then you'll have life. And apparently they're pretty beastie PCs. So lucky you, be able to get 300 frames in CS. Well, I will say, new update. Apparently it's good for the FPS. New update. I'm seeing it's like I want to say something like a 5 to 10% increase in FPS. Well, yeah, the new beta branch. Yeah,
right, because it's designed to take pressure off of your CPU. So
when it goes from beta to the real thing,
then it's gonna explode. You know, and there'll be like some crazy Michael Jackson stuff again. That would be funny.
Bring it back.
To be honest, I say bring it back. I think I was busy during that week it was out. Really wanted to try it.
Flawless lower bracket run. Something along those lines. The good news is both of these teams are basically secured. Like, for BetBoom, they're 81.96. Like, they should be absolutely fine. I mean, obviously G2 are comfortably sitting within stage 2. I don't think there's going to be any movement between stage 2 and stage 3. Exciting times, and as that was all happening, we've moved out in towards the B side. It's a lovely shot from Zorta to find Hunter and leaving it all on Matties and Nerds. I don't think there's that much they can do in this one, and well, there definitely isn't now.
No, not looking likely. They've got plenty than first thought, but generally they have weathered it, and they will have a bye to fight back and try and get that 9th round.
That's it. Nerds. It's Magna just to open up proceedings. Matties, I love the move. This one looks for a second. Oh, and he's just lightning fast there to drop Boomich too. And in a matter of moments, with 1 minute 15 left on the clock, it's just Flammus and Zorta in a 2 versus 5. This is surely a 9-3 half.
Yeah, really great response. And again, bar the wackiness at the beginning, it's just been G2 domination. A really good sign that as soon as you lose a round, you're able to just crush them and see it off, you know, and take it on the chin. Make sure that it doesn't lead to anything, and kind of just goes to show that potentially it's a bit of a fluke, or a crazy shot was landed, or a really unfortunate timing happened for you. Sorte with a nice little pickup there, but he's got 4 more of those to come if he wants to take this round. And of course, no saving here, so gonna have to go into the Lion's Den. Maybe some light footsteps heard. It doesn't seem like it. Hunter, half an eye on this angle.
It's considerably harder, but I don't have that much belief. And the odds stake on actually too one-sided. We'll see if that is going to be true to form. Hunter Nuts kills a piece.
Might be true to form if this pistol goes the way of G2, and at the moment that is looking very, very likely. Breaking into the site with ease. The CT side, 3 of them remain. They do have the Julies. That's about all they have. Maybe it will be enough. Smoke going to dissipate in just a second here. Flammus on the other side of it. Not ready for Hunter in the advanced position. Trade had to be instant. It's near enough, maybe. They're going to look to play this bomb, and I think they might just get away with that, honestly. Just all peek one at a time. Flash comes over as well. Boomich, though, is taking the fight to them. He'll run past this player. Nerds with a really smart move, and there's just no time to get on that. As this utility comes over, it's probably just going to be a save look, but no, they move quick. They're looking to rotate up and actually try and contest the round here.
Tobias will win out. A pretty important fight there. It does take a dink in the making, but without the kits, how do you actually make this one stick? Flammus, caught. Nerds and Pius, they've combined super well, and well, no real chance for Zorta in this one. I think he's just going to try and save his MP7. Maybe I'll speak too soon. He doesn't have a kick, so there's no way he can do anything.
By or try and go for it and pull off the impossible round, stop them from getting to 11. 11-3 feels like an unlosable scoreline, doesn't it, really? Siren, nearly in for the double, not quite. Still, they'll take a 1-for-1 to kick things off and just cage this T-side in a little bit. Make them nervous and maybe find an opportunity. Flash too obvious, kill too easy. So the man advantage coming in now, and 12 rounds on the horizon for G2.
Yeah, easily as well. Matty's holding. Loses life to Magnages, who gets a partial upgrade. Only to a Galil. But a 3 versus 3. I could say might still be legs in this round. Nert's got other ideas. Lovely swing and a fine. Instant trade. And back again. Numbers in favor of this T side. Scaling their way forward. Looks like they want to finish towards B the way they're setting up. But technically is still topside presence. And Nertz is really doing a hell of a lot for it. They're still sending some bias and the feelers out towards B, but now they'll know the last man's there. It's a foot race towards A, and one in which G2, of course, win with ease. For Boomage, what does he actually do here? Is it even worth saving the MP9 or just force buying again towards the next? It's pick your poison stuff, really. Forcing to retake, things will be really difficult, but they're getting proactive here, which I can actually get behind. I feel like you've got to do something a little bit audacious in a round like this.
Matty's kind of thwarting it for now. I don't think he's aware of it, so just has to watch himself. Light bit of spam through that, but no, he's not going to go for it. So giving up con, giving up the short attempt even. Boost over the smoke here. So yeah, they are trying a lot of desperate things to get their first round in this comeback journey. But again, nobody on the back of it. And this is where G2 maybe benefit from their super slow, squeezed out rounds, is the fact that they just become very, very hard to catch off, very hard to pull off some aggression. This is not looking too good, though. The A setup feels kind of deadly for me. Nert's confident with it, moving forwards, looking to close the game out here and now. And he might just have done it. 2 kills come his way. Bomb plan going to be going down. It's all on Siren. They know about his presence as well because he found a kill slightly earlier on. Surely no chance, you would say. 3 more to pick up in this clutch situation. Nobody holding that open angle. Nertz will fight and Nertz will win.